leg swelling and swollen ankles. This vitamin is the key. Let's move into a common yet often overlooked problem: how to naturally get rid of swollen legs, ankles, and feet. Believe it or not, I used to suffer from pitting edema right around my ankles. I remember pressing into my lower ankle and seeing a dent that just stayed there. It wasn't just uncomfortable, it was unsettling. And even though this was a few years ago, the signs of my health issues were already showing up. In fact, if you looked at my face back then, it was round and puffy, which is often a subtle sign of blood sugar issues. For me, pitting edema was just one of the symptoms that my body wasn't in its healthiest state. Click and subscribe to our channel for more professional health and wellness videos, and make sure to watch till the end to see how best to solve the problem of swollen legs and swollen ankles. Now, if you look up causes of swollen legs or edema, you'll often read about liver problems, kidney issues, or even heart conditions. Many people also think that consuming too much sodium is to blame. But here's the thing: it's not always about these major organs or a high-salt diet. There's actually a much more common cause behind swelling, especially in the lower legs, and it's surprisingly simple to fix. What I'm about to share with you is a totally natural approach, and if you follow it, you'll likely see results pretty fast. No need for blood thinners or diuretics, which often come with side effects. Fluid retention, especially in your ankles and lower legs, often boils down to a problem with tiny structures in your cells called sodium-potassium pumps. You have millions of these little pumps in your body, each responsible for pushing fluid in and out of cells. And here's something interesting. These pumps consume around 30 to 40% of the energy supplied to each cell. But if these pumps start failing, the fluid doesn't stay balanced. It builds up outside the cells instead of being inside, leading to what we call interstitial fluid retention, basically swelling in your legs and ankles. So, what causes these sodium-potassium pumps to stop working effectively? The main issue often comes down to excess sugar in your bloodstream. High blood sugar can lead to something called glycation, where sugar molecules attach to proteins in the blood like hemoglobin. Imagine a protein bar with a sticky marshmallow attached. That marshmallow represents the sugar clinging to your blood protein. This sticky connection is what we call glycation, and it's also what's measured in the A1C test. The A1C test shows how much sugar has attached to your blood proteins over a period of about 3 months, which is the lifespan of a red blood cell. Now, here's the problem with glycation. Once that sugar is stuck to the protein, it doesn't come off. It stays there until that blood cell naturally dies. The more sugar you eat, the more these proteins get coated, and eventually they stop functioning as they should. This glycated protein can no longer carry oxygen and nutrients effectively. It even starts clogging up your circulation, which reduces blood flow, especially to the lower parts of your body like your legs and ankles. When blood can't flow freely, fluid starts pooling, and that's where the swelling comes from. Additionally, glycation damages the insides of your arteries, making them leaky. Fluids that should stay within your blood vessels start to seep out, causing even more swelling outside the cells. But it doesn't stop there. Excess sugar can also cause your body to hold on to sodium, which naturally attracts water, while potassium, an important mineral for cellular health, gets locked up by the sugar. And remember, wherever sodium goes, water follows. Over time, this disruption affects more than just fluid balance. It impacts your nerves too. Many people with high blood sugar experience numbness and tingling, particularly in their feet. This nerve damage is known as peripheral neuropathy, and it's another sign that excess sugar isn't just affecting one area, but multiple systems throughout your body. And so, if you look at someone with diabetes, you'll often see that fluid retention shows up in their ankles and feet. But here's something many people don't realize. This isn't just a problem for those diagnosed with diabetes. Even people who aren't diabetic and maybe aren't even pre-diabetic can have fluid retention as their body begins to struggle with blood sugar. That's exactly what I experienced. Thankfully, there's a powerful solution involving one key vitamin and two crucial minerals which can help solve this issue. First up is potassium. Potassium is essential, but it's challenging to get enough just through diet. The average adult needs about 4,700 milligrams a day. Let's break that down. If you were to try meeting your potassium needs with bananas, which contain about 300 milligrams each, you'd need to eat over 15 bananas a day. Not only is that a lot to manage, but all that sugar from so many bananas could actually add to the problem. Instead, you're better off incorporating potassium-rich foods like avocados, leafy greens, and berries. These foods give you potassium without adding too much sugar to your system. The second mineral to focus on is magnesium. Magnesium is crucial for the body's energy production, or ATP, which is basically your body's energy currency. When magnesium is low, you might experience muscle cramps along with low energy levels. To boost your magnesium, try adding pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and leafy greens to your meals. Unlike potassium, which requires a large daily intake, adults need only around 420 milligrams of magnesium. Both potassium and magnesium are available in high-quality electrolyte powders, but make sure to choose one without hidden sugars, as sugar can worsen fluid retention and swelling. While potassium and magnesium help get those tiny cellular pumps working properly again, the main reason why these pumps fail in the first place often comes down to a deficiency in vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 plays a critical role in how your body processes carbohydrates, especially refined sugars. To put it simply, when you eat sugar, your body breaks it down into glucose. This glucose then goes through several biochemical steps to become energy for the body. But here's the key. Moving glucose through these steps requires vitamin B1 at certain points. Without enough B1, your body can't fully use the sugar for energy. The problem is that eating lots of refined carbs and sugars without enough B1 forces your body to use up its B1 reserves quickly. Eventually, this can lead to a B1 deficiency. B1 isn't just important for carbohydrate metabolism, it's also an antioxidant that protects your nerves. That's why when B1 levels drop too low, people start experiencing peripheral neuropathy, which causes tingling, numbness, and burning sensations, often in the feet. B1 is essential in preventing glycation, the process where sugar molecules latch onto proteins in your blood, damaging them permanently. Without enough B1, your body can't stop sugar from attaching to these proteins, which impacts circulation and contributes to that swelling in your legs and ankles. So, to relieve swollen ankles and improve circulation, the solution is simple. Focus on getting enough potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B1. But remember, these nutrients will be most effective if you also cut out refined sugars and processed carbs from your diet. If you go back to eating those sugary, starchy foods, the swelling will likely return. Now you may be wondering, if I cut carbs, what do I eat instead? For tips on what to include in a low-carb, nutrient-rich diet, check out and subscribe to our channel, Health and Wellness Center, right here. We will be creating healthy living content and information from our team of Joint Expert Health and Nutrition Expert Group, and we will always be ready to provide content and information to walk you through the best food options for supporting a healthy, balanced lifestyle.